Financial Services Minister, the Honorable Brent Symonette, says the Bahamas must continue to adapt to the changes in the global economic environment if advancements are to be realized. His comments came as he addressed participants attending the 2018 Bahamas Economic Outlook. In keeping with the theme, Global Integration or Disintegration, Minister Symonette says the Bahamas can no longer conduct business the way it is now.
So the goal here is to eliminate as many of the unnecessary protocols and practices in the administration, which for those of us in the private sector when I was there are a real pain you know where, and we have to find a way to make sure we lessen those. So many of you might be aware we've started a pilot project with business license. It's in its infancy, and we trust that that will hope with the development and achievement of reforms in the business license section, and we'll continue to work on other changes in improving the ease of doing business, because it's the lifeline that works through our economy. Today, many of you are aware there was an Ease of Doing Business Committee staffed, populated by a number of successful persons in our economy who have made recommendations to the government, and we're working our way through each and every one of those so that we can implement them and do that as quickly as possible.
The one-day event was held at the Bahamas Convention Center. Minister Symonette told participants our government's plans to enact legislation to effect more positive change,
so that we can deal with the question of know your customer and money laundering and terrorist financing, so we make it a less rigid, more fluid regime, and hopefully we put it back into the banks to use their discretion with regard to banking accounts, rather than making, you have to bring 10 passports and 3 birth certificates and everything else to open an account, which is impossible. It's easier to open an account in the United States than it is in the Bahamas, which is pretty scary. And we're also continuing to engage with the governor of the central bank on ways to relax exchange control, an issue which is of concern to many of you, and I think beginning February 1st, there'll be some amendments on the exchange control regulations whereby businesses can operate U.S. bank accounts here locally, repatriation of funds from overseas, and also the right to buy investment funds up to a certain amount at a lower premium than currently existed.